Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Mike B, and today we're going to be taking a look at one of my newer acquisitions. I've got the Beretta M92FS. So I'll give you a little bit of a background on this. This is a 92 series. You may have seen my previous videos on the Model 92S, which was kind of the original, the OG of the 92 series that was adopted. And it's a great pistol and stuff. It was designed in the 70s, so there's some things about it that are kind of not as user-friendly as this. So this is their version. The 92F was actually adopted by the United States military in like 1984 or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Mid-80s. And so then the FS is just a pretty much improved version of the F that kind of made a pin in here a little bit bigger so the slide would not tend to fly back and hit the user in the face after some use. So anyway, this is an M9, right? This is a law enforcement trade-in from Ames Surplus. They had 7 of these guys, and you can see right here the condition is really good. Some aesthetic wear, which, as you know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I really don't care about. As long as it's functionally solid and it, is not just trashed, and the bore is still good and everything, I like it. And the price was definitely right. It was less than $400 with the FFL transfer, which is really cool for an FS. So when I was in the military, I carried an M9 for a while. When I was a 240 Bravo gunner, you always have a sidearm as a machine gunner, so this is what I carried. The one I had been shot so many freaking times. It was probably from the 80s, and the barrel on it was just destroyed. It was just worn out, and for some reason they didn't replace it, and so it was very inaccurate when I was shooting it and stuff, and I wasn't really a fan of it. I kind of shit on the M9 for many years. And then after getting that Beretta 92S and shooting a couple others, people that I know, with, good barrels, I was like, okay, well, it's actually a good pistol. It's a decent pistol. It's not a piece of crap like I thought it was. So, this is technically a 92FS, but if you hold an M9, the only difference is that the markings are different, and that's going to have a different serial number prefix and all that stuff. Functionally and mechanically, same exact thing as an M9, right? So I got this as just kind of a nostalgia thing, and because I like guns. So the price is right. I'm going to probably be not buying many more guns for a while. I got to kind of do a spending freeze because I've been buying so many this year, but we'll definitely make some videos, and I'll get caught up on making videos of other guns that I purchased. So anyway, we'll go through this. I came with a military surplus magazine with the 15 rounders. Or no, this is the one that I have, but yeah, it came with the exact same thing. I think I acquired this when I was found it in one of my totes when I was cleaning out stuff a couple years ago. I don't know. Kind of cool. So yeah, military surplus magazines, the USGI ones for government or law enforcement use. Again, this is an LEO trade-in, so it's definitely, it came with the original Beretta box that had the little badge with 92 and to protect and serve and all that stuff, the police edition. So I love that stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, you can see right here it's got the what do you call it? The department kind of serial number etched into it, which is pretty cool. Again, the price is right and everything. So 15 rounds of 9mm. Not terrible, but Glock's definitely got it beat by 2 rounds. So anyway, a couple of the good things I've always liked about the M9 is I just like the way it looks, all right? They're very aesthetically pleasing. Berettas, in general, they got the rounded back, the little barrel protruding. Nice barrel right here, open slide design. And yeah, it's very comfortable. I have big hands, which is also a con that I'll get to in a second for people with smaller hands. I have really big hands, and it fits in my hand very, very nicely, okay? It's very comfortable. The angle on it's great. It's a beefy grip. And yeah, they're very easy to aim. You got the dot sights right here. With the 92S, has got the very low profile sights, so it can be hard to line up and aim, but these are very high profile and they're very easy to see, which is not a terribly big deal, but I kind of like this. This is easier to acquire a target faster, in my opinion. You still got the slide mounted safety, but it's a little bit better than the 92S version. I'll make a video comparing these two, by the way. So I keep bringing up the 92S. Got the slide mounted safety. It's also a decocker. I like the fact that Beretta's decocking system is actually very safe, because as you can see, it rotates the firing pin out of the way. So even if the hammer drops a little too far, some kind of mechanical failure there, it cannot physically hit the hammer, which is really cool. So the decocker is pretty neat. I actually trust Beretta decockers more than just about any pistol that I've seen. So, and then it's got the safety design. The weapon is clear. You can see that. See, nothing. The magazine's in, but it's clear. What's really neat is this is just like on the PX4 Storm. It's a very safe gun to carry, because even if the hammer falls for some reason, come on, try and focus here. You see that little thing on the top that pops out? That is a disengaging kind of a block that, as long as it's down, the firing pin, even if it's hit from the rear, can't possibly go forward. So until you fully depress the trigger and it's all the way up, there's no way this thing can go off, which is actually really cool. I like that design. It's a nice little safety design, which is, again, why I can understand why the U.S. military adopted it in the 80s, going from the 1911 to this. A lot more user-friendly as far as safety is concerned with carrying this loaded. So, yeah, it's a double action, you know. The 1911, you have to cock it, which I know 1911 fan was, it doesn't matter, you just need to learn how to use it. Whatever, I'm not going to even get into that. It's more user-friendly, it's faster, and yeah, it's more ergonomic. I think right now, today, this gun is becoming kind of outclassed by other guns. I'd say the PX4 Storm definitely outclasses this thing. Very relevant handgun, though. Still very relevant. I don't see this thing going out of relevance until we come out with non-conventional ammunition and weird, like, rail guns and stuff. So yeah, it's a nice handgun. Very easy to disassemble. If you don't know, there's a little button right here. You pull the slide back just a tad, pop that button down, bam, it comes apart. I'm not going to do the whole disassembly, and then you just snap that back up, bam. Very smooth action too. Very, very smooth. Again, I like it. So now the cons of this. Kind of getting into that, I'm not going to shit on it. I'm just going to point out what I've observed, and you know, having carried this and shot it many times, or shot an M9 many times. It is big for a 9mm platform. It's a very big platform. That's the same with the entire 92 series. I think they could have made it a little bit more compact. The PX4 Storm is a heck of a lot more compact than this. It's also made out of polymer. And it's lighter. This thing's heavy. For 9mm, it's extremely heavy, especially with 15 rounds in here. Glock has definitely got it beat as far as weight. And yeah, those are the only two cons. It's really kind of chunky, it's heavier, not great for concealed carry, but definitely possible. And it's just really wide for a 9mm. I never understood why they had to make these so wide. 9mm is not like a super big round. I mean, it's not like you need a huge frame. Obviously, like a Ruger LC9 or something, that's tiny and it can handle a 9mm. So yeah, I just think it's very oversized, but it works to my advantage for a full-size pistol because, again, I have huge hands, and if you prefer, you know, beefier grips. I prefer smaller grips, but if they're designed like this, where they're ergonomic but beefy, and it kind of goes along with the whole handgun, it actually works out. So that's what I've got. I will definitely make some videos on this. I know it's not something super interesting, but I like this. I've always liked the look of these, and now I have one, and I don't have to get another one. Well, I don't have to get another one. I probably should, but anyway, so thanks for watching, everybody. Kind of excited about the newer purchases, and we'll definitely make some more videos on this. I do have the Bianchi M12 holster that I've had forever, which is made for the M9. So these are awesome holsters for, like, carrying on if you're hunting or something, because it protects most of the gun, and it's very easy to get out. So yeah, that's the holster I've got. So anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you're new to the channel or whatever, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and give me a thumbs up on the video. Keep it relevant, get more people to watch, and yeah, also consider supporting me on Patreon. I'll put the link to that in the description. If not, that's totally fine, but eventually, if we can get enough patrons, I want to make my whole channel ad-free for you guys, so that's some incentive for you. If not, anyway, just hit the subscribe button, thumbs up, and I really appreciate you watching. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.